This is the BMW X4 in its most powerful diesel iteration. In other words, a downsized X6. Up front is where you want to sit inside the BMW X4. In typical BMW fashion, everything revolves ergonomically around you. Quality-wise, the materials do have the premium factor. However, the overall dashboard design is a bit outdated and it could really use a makeover. The seats are comfortable, lateral support is top-notch, although I think they're a bit too hard, at least for my taste. The X4 uses the latest generation of BMW's iDrive infotainment system. Unsurprisingly, graphics are smooth, browsing is done in a very swift fashion, and the iDrive control has a trackpad feature which allows you to write, by just using your finger, names or addresses in the navigation system. Storage space is split between two cup holders, a quite generous armrest compartment, a medium-sized glove box, and again generous pockets on the insides of the doors. At the back, the comfort equation changes a bit. Although I have enough knee room, I feel like my knees are pointing a bit upwards and headroom is not what it should be. As I try to vector in the pros and cons of the BMW X4 I'm driving, I quickly realized the engine is in fact the showstopper for this car. It's quite difficult to find a flaw for this engine. There's not much clattering both at idle or when you push the accelerator, and you get a pleasant humming like there's a bee nest under the hood whenever you decide to pound the accelerator. Although the X4 35D weighs almost 2 tons, it doesn't need that much power to get going. I mean, the amount of torque offered by the engine exceeds the car's needs and the driver's needs. It's a tornado. The amount of twist is absolutely incredible. And I'm saying that because the 630 Newton meters are more than the Porsche Carrera GT has to offer. So let that sink in for a moment. And remember, I'm sitting in a SAC, small SUV, crossover, whatever you want to call it. This thing is faster than a hot hatch. No, this thing is faster than some sports cars. With the M package, you get this lovely steering wheel, which in my book is one of the sexiest steering wheels offered by the industry, by the modern car industry, of course. The steering is a bit over-assisted in the sense that you don't always get to know where the tire patches are on the road. There's not enough connection between you and the asphalt. Tackling corners at higher speeds, maybe when you're trying to have some fun, is demanding. You feel the car struggles to give you grip, and it gives you grip. It doesn't say a word, it doesn't complain, but you feel it struggling and putting all the electronics to work in order to satisfy you. This particular model comes with adaptive dampers, which you want in the X4, especially if you tick the box which says 19-inch wheels. The suspension doesn't offer the most soft setup out there, but it's a constantly, how should I say this, energized, alert state of comfort. Now, there's the price question rising, and the BMW X4 in 35D guise starts at 60,000 euros, which is not cheap at all. The car I'm driving is fitted with optionals worth 20,000 euros, which makes the overall tally placed in the region of 80,000 euros. For those who are not tight on a budget, this might not seem like much of an investment. Again, it provides power, it provides grunt, it provides a comfy/sporty driving experience, but I think it's a bit too much for this type of car. I mean, you can be just as laid back in the 20D version, which will also take care of your budget in the sense that acquisition is not as costly as with the 35D, and of course running costs will be lower.